Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd in a raucous environment. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the UCLA Bruins offense comes on the field first today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll feed the back again. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
And that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The Bruins pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. The back's got it. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, the script that this offense coordinator's put together to open this game is perfect. We've seen a little bit of everything. Varying formations, personnel groupings, run, pass, and it's working to perfection. Now, as they move the ball into the red zone area, can they put this ball into the end zone?
Caught behind the line. It's DeMarco. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Tulsa's offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. Impressive. Defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The pocket breaking down. He finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. And the field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 11. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Golden Hurricanes offense back on the field now. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff here from the shotgun. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He makes the grab. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. It's second down after that completion. And here's the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Here's the second down play. They call the counter play here.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 50 yards away. And he knocks that one right through. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the UCLA offense takes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Pressure is coming. Makes a quick catch. Stiff arms the man. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. And on the carry, he's heading left. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field.
Hold it. Open.
That one hurts, Mac. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. On the run, it's DeMarco. When they bring him down, that's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. The shotgun running play call. He's brought down out at the 46.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the Bruins are looking to keep this drive going. And looking to throw now on first down. Let's it fly to the wide out. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. And it's UCLA on top here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Going for a big play downfield. Pass hauled in inside the 15. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Here we go. Third down close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Can he make it to the marker? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Gutsy call here by this offensive coordinator to keep it on the ground on this third down. But he picks up the first with good hard run.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Tulsa offense back out there. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36. First down here for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this deep.
Great footwork. A bit continues to fight for yards. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Tight end goes in motion. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, that was a disaster here for this quarterback on the option play. Not only does he not pick up any yards, he ends up going backwards trying to make a play, and now they're way behind the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Shotgun formation here on third down. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective, moving right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Tackle made after just a short game.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. The Bruins will have to kick it away. And this will be fair caught at the 35-yard line. The Tulsa offense back on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. QB to the tight end for a completion.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He lets it go on the move. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice...
And here comes a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The Bruins bring their punt team onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Returner decides to fair catch this. Golden Hurricanes offense back on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete, all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And from the end zone, here's the return. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. We're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. And the Bruins looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a deep completion. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, UCLA. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball, the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. Here comes the Tulsa offense back out there. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The sure hands. It's Jordan. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's complete downfield. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. The Bruins will kick this away to get the second half going. And here's the return from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. The Tulsa offense back on the field now. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing with third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. And now the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Forced set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Looking right, this one caught. Touchdown, Bruins. That puts them on top in the second half. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Golden Hurricanes offense back on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. Short connection to the tight end here. Makes the ground, but doesn't get much. He's going to be ruled down short of the marker.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And they'll give it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the UCLA offense takes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On first down, it's play action. He's going for a big play downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. He pulls it in for a big gain. An explosive play moves the ball across midfield to spot it at the 38.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff. It's DeMarco. And that run produces a decent gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession. Here comes the Tulsa offense back out there. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Fires it to the wideout. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but that is...
Complete.
Play for this passing game. Big game. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. First play of the drive, they look to the right. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 44.
Chris, how about the accuracy here by this quarterback to pick up the first down? And, man, UCLA has had some great play at quarterback. DTR, who just left recently, going back to Cade McNown, and, of course, Troy Aikman, one of the best to ever play the game.
It's UCLA with the lead. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. On the ground, it's DeMarco. He's found some room at the 45. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw caught on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Second down play coming up. Here's the handoff. Tackled, but first down.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter. Critical down in distances. And this guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game. Showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. And there's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
They look to throw it here on second down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Picked off, a crucial turnover.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
They'll hand it off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Tackle made after the completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throws it to the right. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. It's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Big 3rd down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Bruins with 1st and 10 here. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Tulsa offense back on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. And it works. The first down to the 35. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can.
It leads to second down.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. And he pulls in the catch. He has first down yardage at the 46. Offense getting ready for what could be their last drive. Time ticking away in the last quarter. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Down he goes. A sack. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. Important third down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. The Squire looking for a big fourth down stop. Catch made on the right side. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. It's victory formation. Quarterback will kneel down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.